Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey, CEO of the World Floor Covering Association. Last week, I shared with you an amazing story of Sir Ernest Shackleton, who in 1914 set out on an expedition to cross the continent of Antarctica. He took with him 27 men. Just to recap, about a day's journey out from the coast of Antarctica, the ship got stuck in ice. They lived on that ship for a period of time until the ice began to crush it, and then they moved out onto the ice floe into a camp that they nicknamed Camp Patience. And they stayed there until the ice began to thaw and the ice floe began to move. And then they loaded themselves and their belongings into 3 lifeboats that they had saved from the ship before it sunk in the ocean. And they set out on a harrowing voyage of some 350 miles to an island called Elephant Island. That's where they ended up landing. And it was not inhabited. There was no chance of rescue from Elephant Island. And so at that point, Sir Ernest Shackleton took 5 men with him. They reinforced one of those lifeboats, and they made a 720-mile nautical voyage, one of the most amazing sailings ever to be recorded. And they landed on South Georgia Island. If they had been off just a small degree in trying to read the stars and the sun, they would have never reached the island. Unfortunately, they landed on the wrong side of the island. Just before they landed, a hurricane hit, and they had to ride out that hurricane the day before. In fact, they found out later that a ship from Buenos Aires, a 500-ton ship, sank that night in the force of those winds. They crossed the island from one side to the other to get to the whaling station using only 3 things: a 50-foot rope, an ice pick, and screws from the ship that they actually screwed into the bottom of their shoes to give them traction. I say that all to say this. If you think about the goal that Shackleton had in mind, he was not a success. He set out to cross Antarctica. That did not get accomplished. In fact, if I take you further back, you would learn that Shackleton twice before had tried to reach the South Pole and failed both times. But he continued on. He had determination. But the thing I really want you to understand is sometimes the goal changes and you have no control over that. But the destination of success is still there. The tools you use to get there may change, but you cannot give up on the goal. If the goal changes in the middle of the trek, you continue and you make sure that your people go with you. That's what makes Shackleton a great leader. I encourage you, please read the story of Sir Ernest Shackleton, Shackleton's Way. It's an amazing story, and you'll learn so much. Not a perfect man, many failures in his life, but as a leader, he accomplished a goal that now we talk about. He did something amazing. He helped his people ride out a storm that they never expected, kind of like the one that we're in. And I challenge you to help your people ride out this storm. Encourage them. They'll be more loyal to you on the backside of this than they ever were before because of your encouragement. Give them hope and lead. God bless.